I imagine, because of all these legacy and even non-legacy issues, burnout remains a huge issue for way too many educators in way too many school districts and states today.
Mm-hmm.
Throw in the whole separation of church and state issue that many states are going through right now. It makes it even worse for some.
Yeah.
How does a proactive conversation like the one we're having today about culture, inclusive, representative discussions specifically about culture impact the burnout rate we're seeing in education?
Yeah. I think building a culture, a positive culture, and I think burnout can help be a little alleviated. You're never going to get rid of it in our business. It's just the way it is. It's a lot. It's a hard job, no matter where you are in it. But here's the thing, what you said, just thinking about it and naming it is really important. And that can be built into the culture. A leader who acknowledges that sometimes people are griping about something or because of a different reason, and maybe it's more of a burnout reason. And so as leaders, we want to develop a culture where, first of all, our employees can acknowledge and be believed. You know, when somebody brings us and says, this is what I'm experiencing, this is what I'm feeling, we have to listen and we have to acknowledge that that's their experience, even if it's not one that we see. And that's that's something across the board, burnout and everything. You know, when people say things, believe them. And then let's get into figuring out the deeper levels of understanding why and addressing those issues. But the leader also has to be, and I bring this word, this emotionally intelligent leadership, you have to also be able to be self-aware. You have to work on your own self-awareness. And so that's a challenge. And another area that I begin coaching leaders on is let's start with your own self-awareness. What are you doing to acknowledge your own burnout or anything else related to how you're thinking and how that then impacts? And then how can you take tangible steps for you as a leader to deal with your own burnout? And then to allow time and space for your teachers to acknowledge theirs and to support them in taking steps to address that. So I had a really good friend I worked with when I was a district administrator. She and I would work from 7:30 till 7:30, 8 o'clock, and the work never ended. The work never ended. And we finally had to talk about it. And we started and collaboration is another big piece of the work I do. We said, wait a minute, we cannot maintain this. We're going to burn out. We're going to just fall apart. So we named it. We addressed it. We griped a little bit because sometimes that's what you have to do. And then you move on, right? And leaders got to let people do that and then facilitate movement towards something, right? But we just came up with this simple idea that, at the end of the day, if it was 6:30, 7 o'clock, we're going to go in. We said, we're going to make a commitment. We're going to go into each other's office and say, okay, it'll all be here tomorrow. And barring some horrible situation, and we consistently held each other accountable for our keeping ourselves from burning out. And leaders can help employees build that, and they can build that within the culture of their organization.